we can have 3 times 54 minus 54 times 3. Pero, we can also use another formula. Pwede din nating gawin na 54 minus 18. Come closer here. Okay. 54 minus 18 times 3, that is 54 minus 54, that will be 0. Therefore, we can say that row 3 minus 18 times 3, or our row 2 will be equal to 0. So, that goes the same way sa row 1 kasi pareho lang naman sila. So, we have row 3 minus 18 row 1. Okay, so, let us solve. So, row 3, we have 0, 0, 54, 22, 26, and negative 6. Minus 18 times, we have row 2, 0, 3, 3, 1, 2, and 0. $18. So this is 0, that is 0, this will be 0. Okay, so now we have 0, negative 54, and then 4, negative 10, and negative 6. How about this part? Okay, we have 0, 0, 54, 22, 26, and negative 6. Minus all members of row 1, we have 2, negative 1, 3, 1, 0, 0. So, multiplied by 18. That is 0, 0. This is 0. And so, we have negative 36, 18, 0, 4, 26, and negative 6. So, that will be the members of our row 1 and row 2. So, row 1, we have negative 36, 18, 0, 4, 26, and negative 6. Ayan. So, yan. Nasulat ko na. And row 2, we have 0, negative 54, 0, 4, negative 10, and negative 6. And for row 3, unchanged, 0, 0, 54, 22, 26, and negative 6. Okay, so kung may papansin kayo, medyo nagiging pareho na tong number na yan. Tapos, 0 na yung 5, okay? Next is, last one. Ito na yung gagawin nating 0. Okay, last na yan. So, in this part, I choose to use the equation na 54, or a base dito sa row 2. So, negative 54 plus 3 times 18. That will be equal to 0. Diba? Negative 54 plus 54. So, I will use row 2 plus 3 row 1. That will be equal to, that will be our guiding equation. So, now, I will have to write all the members of row 2. I have 0, negative 54, 0, 4, negative 10, and negative 6 plus 3 times all the members of row 1. I have negative 36, 18, 0, 4, 26, and negative 6. Okay, so this will be equal to negative 108. This is 0, 0, 16, 68, and negative 24. Ayan. So, now, meron na tayong new members of row 1. So, I have to rewrite it once again. We have negative 108, 0, 0, 16, 68, and negative 24. And then, just copy 0, negative 54, 0, 4, and negative 10, and negative 6. Then, we also have 0, 0, 54, 22, 26, and negative 6. Okay, so now, 0 na yung nasa outer parts ng pivot numbers natin. Pero, hindi pa rin sila identity matrix, diba? Kasi, negative 108, negative 54, tsaka we have 54. So, anong gagawin natin? We still have to manipulate yung mga rows. So, what I choose to do is, example for row 1, when I will divide it by 2, it will become 54. So, magiging equal na sila. Pero, that will be negative. So, yung gagawin ko is, row 1 divided by negative 2. And for row 2, I have to make it positive. So, I have to multiply it by negative 1. So, that is negative 1 times row 2. Okay, so, just by doing that, we can now, so, divide lang yan by 2. That is negative 2, I should say. That will be 54, 0, 0. That will be negative 8. This will be negative 34. And this will be 12. Okay, and negative 0. That will become now positive. That will become 0. That will be negative 4. Positive 10. And positive 6. So, row 3, you just copy. Okay, so, dividing the matrix with 54, para maging identity matrix siya, we can now come up with 1, 0, 0, negative 8 over 54, negative 34 over 54, negative 34 over 54, we have 12 over 54, then 0, 54 divided by 54 is 1, and then 0, negative 4 over 54, 10 over 54, 6 over 54, and then we have 0, 0, 54 divided by 54 is 1, and have 22 over 54, 26 over 54, we have negative 6 over 54. Okay, so now we can omit this part because that will be just equal to 1, and that is an identity matrix. So, yung makukuha na natin is this part. So, that will be our new matrix, the inverse of our matrix. But, remember that we can put it into its lowest term. So, this will become negative 4 over 27 when we divide it by 2. This will be negative 17 over 27. Okay, so, lowest term, this is, once again, this is 6 over 27, and that will become 2 over 9. This will be negative 2 over 27. That will be 5 over 27. This will be 1 over 9. This is negative 1 over 9. This is 13 over 27. And that's 11 over 27. Okay, so lowest term lang yan. So, finally, i-rewrite ko lang the inverse of our matrix is negative 4 over 27, negative 2 over 27, 11 over 27. We have negative 17 over 27, 5 over 27, 13 over 27, and 2 over 9, 1 over 9, and negative 1 over 9. So, that is our final answer using the AI method. So, compare lang natin siya with what we have solved kanina sa adjoint method. Okay, so, ito yung nakuha natin sa adjoint kanina. So, tama. Tama siya. Okay, so, pareho sila. So, meaning, tama ang ating answer. So, once again, that is AI method. So, review lang ulit. So, you just have to add an identity matrix with your original matrix, and then you have to manipulate yung mga row using row operations. So, itong lahat ng part na yan should be transformed into 0. This will be transformed into 0, and this should be the same numbers para maging identity matrix siya. So, yan yung inuna natin kanina, this part. So, 0 na siya. And then that part, so 0 na siya. And using our guiding formulas, nag-adjust yung mga numbers. So, that part para maging 0 siya, and that part para maging 0 siya. So, kapag 0 na silang lahat, we now have this matrix. And divide lang with 54 para maging identity siya. So, yan na yung ating identity matrix, which we can now omit. And coming up with the new matrix, tas na lowest term lang siya para mag-arrive tayo with this inverse of our matrix. So, that is the AI method.